Hi there, Joseph the Magician, Gizmo the Clown here again. I am here to show you my Lightning McQueen balloon. This one I had to kind of develop on my own for one of my son's birthdays. It was his 3rd birthday. He was a big Lightning McQueen fan. And I looked online and on the other YouTube videos out there and wasn't happy with what I saw. I had made a big caricature with about 10 or 15 balloons that looked quite nice. But I still wanted that one kind of giveaway nice balloon to make, and this is what I came up with. The base is based upon balloon-animals.com. He makes a car, and it's the same base as he uses, and I'm going to go over it again just in case. But if you need more clear instructions, you could check out his site as well for the car. So it uses a red 260. You know, 3 or 4 fingers. We're going to be doing a break off at some point anyway. But what I like to do to get a little bit extra length is I like to do a stretch like that, and that gets me about an extra inch or so. We're also going to be using a black 260 with about a 4-inch tip there, and a white 160. And this is going to be his eyes, and I like to get this done ahead of time, and it's about 1.5 inches or an inch, depending. 1 1/8, and then I just lock twist those together. Get rid of the excess. I save that because I can get 2 or 3 eyes out of that one balloon, and I'm just going to tie that off, and I put that in the apron. Now, the car base is starting with about 2.5 inches and a pinch twist. Like that. And then you want to make it about maybe 3 inches. You're going to make it a little bit bigger than the bottom one. And you're going to bring the nozzle up and twist that into there. And I actually twist in and through there just to give it that extra little bit. And then another 1-inch pinch. And that's going to be the front of Lightning McQueen. Doesn't look like much yet. Give it a moment. Then we're going to go down about 3.5, 4 inches. Okay, you don't want to go too long on that. And then a 1-inch pinch twist. So we're looking like this now. And then you want to kind of match up with what we have on the bottom here. So we're going to go about 2.5 inches on there, and a 1-inch pinch. So we're at this shape right now. And then we're going to make a spoiler on the back. So not even a 1 inch, like a 1/2 inch bubble, 1.5 inch spoiler, and then another 1/2 inch little bubble there, and lock it into the other pinch twist at the back. I don't know if you can see it, but you have a nice little spoiler on the back, and you have this extra piece. Well, we need to fill that in, so what we're going to do is break that off and keep this. Hold it, let a little air out, and tie it off and keep it. And take it and attach it now to your pinch twist. And wrap it around several times because you don't want that getting loose. And then even it up so that it's about the same length. And then just get it in there. And now we can get rid of this excess here. But I hold on to that piece and actually put it through your gap in the middle here, around, just to lock it on. And that is the base from balloon-animals.com. Now what I do, where I make it different, is I do my tires differently. And what I do is I take a black 260, and make sure you're on the bottom of the car. You don't want to be on the top of the car where the spoiler is. So I wrap around the little pinch twist, and I gauge out about, what is that, 4 inches, and then what is that, a loop twist, and then here's the tricky part. You want to take this, and you want to squeeze it, and get all the air out, as much of the air as you can out of there, and then bring it across and under. Now, I didn't get quite as much air out of this as I normally can, but you can, even that leftover is not going to affect it too much, but usually you can squeeze a little bit more air out, bring it around the other pinch twist, and then another 4-inch bubble. Lock that off. And you take this, save your black, let it burp it a bit, okay, because we're going to do the same thing on the back tires. Tie it off. And then we're going to do the black tires. Same thing, but on the back 2 pinch twists. Lock the knotted end onto there, about 4 inches. Squeeze out the air in the middle, bring it over. Go 4 inches again. Get rid of the excess. And this is where I like to lock in that tire a bit more, so I actually go through the middle of the tire, bring it up and around that pinch twist, and lock that last tire on there real good. And then you kind of just adjust the shape of the tires. And now we add our eyeballs into the front of this. So you're just going to open this up and kind of just gently roll that in to the front of the car. And then what I do is we take our marker, and I'm going to add eyeballs to the front. We add a little smile, and I put a 95 here. And sometimes for this next part I use a silver Sharpie, but usually I'm working too fast or too busy. I just put a little lightning bolt, and then you got to do the same on the other side. A 95 and a lightning bolt. And that is my Lightning McQueen that I do for birthday parties, using different colors and without the two half-inch bubbles on the back and just a straight spoiler. And dark blue, I make a dock out of dark blue, and if you use a light pale blue you can make Sally. And I also make Mater. It's a really nice Mater that I like to use, and I'll show that maybe in another video. But that is Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow!